For more than 100 years, the kingdoms of Umuike and Zamani inherited hatred like family heirlooms. Children learned war songs before learning peace. Every funeral deepened revenge. Every generation inherited stories soaked in blood. And somewhere beneath all the violence, the truth disappeared. The river separating both kingdoms became more than water. It became fear. Then destiny brought together two souls who no longer believed in love, not because they were searching for each other, but because pain recognizes pain. The border market of Enugu River was the only place where enemies traded without war. But peace there was fragile. One insult could destroy everything. ADAEZE Nwosu arrived before sunrise, carrying healing herbs beneath a woven basket. Her father had become terribly ill. Medicine was expensive. Pride could not save him. So, despite the danger, she crossed into enemy territory. Her shawl partially hid the tribal beads around her wrist. Around her, tension already filled the marketplace. Zamani horse warriors escorted traders through the dusty entrance. Among them rode ZUBAIR Danjuma, silent, emotionally distant, a man feared by strangers and misunderstood by almost everyone. The crowd parted when he passed, not out of respect, out of fear. Then suddenly, a young warrior shouted. An Umuike trader was accused of theft. Insults exploded. Swords flashed. Panic consumed the market. Horses screamed. Women ran. War drums thundered from distant watchtowers. ADAEZE tried escaping through the crowd. Then a horse crashed nearby. She fell violently. Her herbs scattered across the ground. A blade descended toward her. Clang! Another sword blocked it. ZUBAIR. Their eyes met for the first time, not romance. Recognition. The strange recognition of two emotionally exhausted people. Move, he shouted. He grabbed her wrist. Together they disappeared into the chaos. Rain crashed violently against the abandoned shelter. For several minutes, neither spoke. Distrust sat between them like another person. ADAEZE remained near the wall, clutching her soaked herbs. ZUBAIR stood near the doorway with one hand resting on his sword, watching, listening, waiting. Then his eyes fell upon the bracelet hidden beneath her sleeve. Umuike beads. His expression immediately hardened. ADAEZE noticed that same inherited hatred, the same hatred she had seen all her life. ZUBAIR slowly stepped backward, ready to leave. Then ADAEZE spoke quietly. You saved me. He avoided her eyes. Anyone would have done the same. She almost laughed. No, most people save only their own tribe. Those words struck somewhere deep inside him. Outside. Thunder rolled. Inside. Silence grew heavier. Hours passed. Eventually they spoke. Not like lovers, like survivors. ADAEZE revealed how her former fiancé slowly destroyed her confidence. How he embarrassed her publicly, cheated repeatedly, manipulated her emotions, convinced her she was impossible to love. As she spoke, ZUBAIR listened too carefully, too personally. Then finally, ADAEZE whispered, "The people who claimed to love us broke us the most." For the first time in years, ZUBAIR felt understood. 3 weeks passed, yet ZUBAIR could not forget her eyes, not because they were beautiful, because they looked tired in the same way his soul felt tired. One evening near the river border, he saw her again, alone, collecting medicinal leaves. Both froze. Neither expected the other. Neither trusted destiny. "Why are you here?" ZUBAIR asked. ADAEZE replied, "I could ask you the same." The tension between them felt dangerous, not romantic, fragile, like two wounded animals uncertain whether to fight or flee. Then distant horse sounds echoed nearby. Spies. Without speaking, ZUBAIR quickly pulled her behind large river stones. For several moments, they hid, pressed dangerously close together. ADAEZE could hear his breathing. He could feel her trembling, not from attraction, fear. When the riders finally disappeared, ADAEZE stepped away immediately. But something had changed. For the first time in years, both felt emotionally safe near someone. And that frightened them more than war. Unknown to them, they were no longer alone. A palace spy watched silently from the forest, sent by extremist elders who believed peace itself was dangerous. The spy smiled beneath the darkness, because secrets were more valuable than gold. And forbidden love could destroy kingdoms. Weeks became months. Against every law, they continued meeting. At first, they discussed harmless things, herbs, horses, weather, stories from childhood. But slowly, emotional walls began collapsing. ZUBAIR smiled more. ADAEZE laughed again. Sometimes they sat silently listening to the river. No performance, no manipulation, no pretending, just peace. One evening, ADAEZE finally asked, "Do you ever get tired of carrying anger?" ZUBAIR stared into the water. Anger became easier than grief. Those words haunted her because she understood exactly what he meant. Then everything changed. One night, a messenger delivered a secret letter to ZUBAIR. According to the message, ADAEZE had revealed their meetings to Umuike elders. A trap had been prepared. At first, he refused to believe it. Then memories returned. His former lover. Her betrayal, her manipulation. His chest tightened with emotional panic. The next evening, he arrived at the river filled with silent rage. ADAEZE immediately sensed something was wrong. "What happened?" she asked softly. ZUBAIR stepped backward, his eyes filled with pain. "Was any of this real?" ADAEZE froze. "What are you talking about?" He threw the forged message before her. "You exposed us." Her expression collapsed. "No, I trusted you," he shouted. The pain in his voice frightened even him. ADAEZE stared at him with tears slowly forming. Then she whispered the words that destroyed him emotionally. "Maybe your pain has made you incapable of trusting anyone." Silence. Heavy. Painful. Then she walked away. And for the first time since meeting her, ZUBAIR felt completely alone again. Days passed. Then weeks. They stopped meeting. The river became silent again. ADAEZE buried herself in caring for her sick father. But emotionally, she was collapsing. Part of her regretted trusting anyone again. Meanwhile, ZUBAIR became colder than before. Violent training sessions, sleepless nights, emotional isolation, war preparations intensified across Zamani. The extremist generals celebrated. Hatred was returning, exactly as they planned. One night, while returning home from the forest, ADAEZE sensed movement behind her. Footsteps, too many. Suddenly, masked men emerged from the darkness. Assassins. One grabbed her violently, another raised a blade. Then chaos exploded. A sword cut through the darkness. ZUBAIR. The attackers scattered after fierce combat. Breathing heavily, ADAEZE stared at him in shock. "You followed me?" ZUBAIR avoided her eyes. "I discovered the letter was forged." Pain crossed ADAEZE's face. "So, now you believe me?" You look broken. "I wanted to. I was just afraid to." For several moments, neither moved. Then ADAEZE quietly whispered, "The people who hurt us emotionally still control us long after they leave." ZUBAIR lowered his head because he knew she was right. After the assassination attempt, They realized something terrifying. Someone wanted peace destroyed. Someone feared unity. Their investigation led them toward an abandoned shrine hidden beneath ancient forest ruins. According to forgotten legends, the shrine contained records from before the war began. Torchlight flickered against ancient stone walls. Dust filled the air. Then ADAEZE discovered old scrolls sealed inside bronze containers. As they read the records, both slowly froze in horror. The war had been built on lies. Decades earlier, a powerful weapons merchant manipulated both kingdoms, forged messages, fake assassinations, political bribes, manufactured fear. War made him wealthy. Hatred became business. Generations suffered because greed was profitable. ADAEZE's hands trembled. All these years, tears filled her eyes. People died for lies. ZUBAIR clenched his fists so tightly his knuckles bled. In that moment, hatred suddenly felt meaningless. Meanwhile, the kings prepared for final war. Igwe Dimkpa still mourned the younger brother he lost decades earlier. Sarki Bashir still carried childhood memories of his father's mysterious death. Both men believed hatred honored the dead. Neither realized they had become prisoners of grief, because sometimes people carry pain so long, they mistake it for identity, before the truth could spread. The extremists acted first. ADAEZE and ZUBAIR were ambushed, captured, beaten, dragged before both kingdoms at the border battlefield. Thousands gathered beneath the night sky. War drums thundered violently. Torches burned like rivers of fire. The atmosphere trembled with inherited hatred. Warriors screamed for blood. Elders demanded execution. Then one extremist commander shouted, "Love has made them traitors." The crowd roared. ZUBAIR looked toward ADAEZE, bleeding, terrified, yet still standing. And suddenly he understood something. The real courage was never war. The real courage was vulnerability. The war drum slowed. Then ADAEZE stepped forward. Tears filled her eyes. Her voice trembled. But her courage did not. If love between us is a crime, she looked across both armies. Let your hatred bury us together. Silence. Heavy. Sacred. Painful. For the first time in generations, both kingdoms saw themselves clearly. Children inherited hatred they did not create. Young people carried wounds created by old men. Families suffered because lies survived longer than truth. Then ZUBAIR revealed everything. The forged records, the merchant, the deception, the manipulation, the reason behind generations of bloodshed. Women began crying. Warriors slowly lowered their weapons. The kings stood frozen, not because war was defeated, because truth finally arrived. Peace did not arrive overnight. Too much grief existed, too many graves, too many memories. But slowly, hatred weakened. The border market transformed into a shared city. Children from both kingdoms played together beside the same river once stained by fear. Trade flourished. Music returned. Laughter returned. Hope returned. Then came the wedding, beside the river that once separated enemies. ADAEZE and ZUBAIR stood together beneath the evening sky. No swords, no threats, no war drums, only celebration. As both kingdom banners rose side by side, the drums that once called men toward violence finally became instruments of peace. And the people understood something history had forgotten. Hatred may survive for generations, but sometimes one courageous act of love is enough to interrupt the inheritance of pain. Hatred survives when pain is inherited without truth. Broken people sometimes become dangerous, not because they are evil, but because suffering taught them survival before love. The most terrifying wars are not fought with swords, but with stories repeated for generations. Some people carry grief so long that they mistake it for identity. When a society teaches children who to hate before teaching them who they are, peace becomes rebellion. Love did not save them because it was soft. Love saved them because it demanded courage greater than war. The people who broke us emotionally almost convinced us we were impossible to love. Sometimes healing begins the moment someone finally understands the pain you never knew how to explain.